What's up, everyone? This is Dave here. Today we have Amy Ting in my house, and she's actually my strategy coach when I first joined this community. She's a very successful digital business owner and well respected in this community. Let's us all welcome her to my interview.
Hi, everyone.
Uh, Amy, can you tell us more about yourself and your background?
Well, I'm from Taiwan and living in Vancouver right now. And so we moved here from Taiwan about 4 years ago. I have kids who are right now, my girl is actually turning 5 tomorrow, so it's her birthday tomorrow. And my boy is turning 7. And when we moved here, there were only 1 and 3 at that time. So yeah, like full-time housewife, and my husband is a full-time student for a long period of time, and now he's still learning like new things every day for the past 3 years. So it has been a fun ride.
Okay, cool, man. So, what makes you want to change your life when you have a previous job or what? Yeah.
Well, I never wanted to change my life because I was really comfortable with being a full-time mom. And then so it's when things hit. I'm someone who never think too much. So when my husband is working in Taiwan and I was just a full-time mom for like three years, and he's an environmental engineer. That means the environment that he deals with is polluted. So eventually, like with his health situation and things like that, we need him to take a break. At that time, we start to think about education for kids as well. And so we thought about Canada. I grew up here, so I could actually sponsor my husband to Canada. Well, I haven't been in Canada for like 10 years during that time, or 15 years. But then I was like, okay, let's move to Canada because we are already in our 40s, and if we don't act now, we cannot even find a job. Right? There's no future in for us. So we quickly moved to Canada without thinking too much, and then and right away I realized, oh shoot, I shouldn't swear here, but like, and right away I realized I have to be the breadwinner because on the first year my husband still need to recover, and then he doesn't have work permit because he's a newly incomer, right? And so it was all on me. Either I take on 2 3 jobs and never see my family and just barely make it by, or I found something that I could build on, so that I'm not waiting there to wait for my boss to raise my paycheck, right? So that was 2 things I really want to see happening when at that stage. So I never actually want to make a change. It's things happen. But I'm kind of blessed with the change that was made. So it makes me to sit back and then right, really have a white clean sheet and then thinking what kind of life that I wanted.
Yeah, very good. So, uh, as you see, the current economic structure, jobs are no longer relevant, and that's the reason why I changed. I waited 20 years to make the change. I believe most of people out there do not need to wait for 20 years. When opportunity come, you can actually grab and
Yes,
explore. Yeah,
yes,
because 20 years is a long time. You
it
wasted.
is
You can do a lot of things within these 20 years. So
totally.
out of so many opportunities up there, I believe since COVID lockdown, more online opportunities.
Hmm.
Why you think this digital business is the one for you?
Well, I'm a full-time mom. Like the first 3 years that I'm a full-time mom, I enjoy so much. I love it so much. I want to spend all the time with my kids. And then right when things hit that I have to be the solo breadwinner in the house, I was like, oh my god, how do I handle this? Because I don't want to leave my kids, and whenever I do, I come home, see them panicking and or crying or depressed. And so yeah, it's something must happen. And then in when I was in Taiwan, I had this friend. She is a mom as well, but she actually built her business online in a very old-fashioned way. So she actually hired people who do coding for her. Like she spent millions of dollars hiring team to do that for her. And after like 5 years, she was really successful. So I thought of her and I thought of why can I find something online so that I could be there for my kids. Like for the first year that we are in Canada, my kid doesn't go to school because they are not in kindergarten or grade one yet. And so we have time all the time, 24 hours. I'm looking at them. And so it's hard for me to say, okay, I want to pick up a business, but then I have to be there for like 8 hours straight. No, it doesn't work for me because kids 1 and 3, they cry, they yell, they need to change diapers. and then and then if you're away from them for like 10 minutes, they will be like screaming and or something will spill. Right? So I needed something that could help me with building a foundation during my pockets of time. That will be time that they are taking their afternoon nap. That will be the time that they are sleeping at nighttime. And I could use my nighttime when they are in bed to actually work on something. So yeah, and that's why I started to look for something digital. Mm.
We definitely need to have a right system to work for us so that we have more time to do the things that we love and spend with our family.
Yes.
This is something which job can never provide you
Yeah.
because of COVID, more people are working longer hours than normal. Even
Yes.
those working from home, like my wife, have to work until like at night 10 plus, 11 plus because she cannot finish her work.
Yeah. And there's so many digital business that you could actually run these days. And then when I started, I didn't just find this one. I tried so many things. I spent so much money. My husband was like, well, before I started this, I was dumping money in water, and there was not even a splash. And, and I was trying e-commerce. I was trying Legion. I was trying things that I got scammed, and then there's so much, and most of it, if it's legit, it works. However, most of the business online, you literally have to be there for your business. If you are not there for your business, you don't have anything going on. I'm not a number person. I'm really bad with calculating my expense, my inventory and everything. So e-commerce is not for me because and worst of all, I'm not someone who could actually find the perfect product to actually put it out there and then knowing that it's gonna make me money, right? And then for Legion, like I'm really bad with people. I'm so scared to pick up the phone and do cold calling, or I'm really scared to actually go out to meet people. Like there's a lot of business event, meetup, and things like that. No, that was really hard for me. Like I will be going there and I'll be standing there with a glass of wine, and then I'll be like have my mouth closed for the whole time until the whole thing finished. And then the worst yet is that instead of having more time, I had no time for me, for kids, for my husband, nothing. And and you are so right. Until I found this one that provided everything, that I don't have to do my selling. I don't have to actually be there when the system actually got a glitch that I need to fix. I'm not there. It's already fixed before I notice it. And so like I'm so like I think we are you are working on this one too. So I'm like we are so blessed to actually have this. Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's I think why this works for me, because I wanted time. I wanted time with my kids.
definitely. We should own the system, not the system own us. We
Yes.
shouldn't work for system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So describe your journey so far.
Well, I've been in this business for 3 years now, and I loved it every moment. I still remember the time when because I was trying so many things. I paid so much tuitions, like so much. And then also when I saw this, I couldn't believe how flexible it is. And on the day I opened my whole training, I was literally in tears because I paid for more than that for like I had paid for crazy amount of money for training that is similar like what we provide here, but less. And also, before my experience is that every time I need to reach out to someone to find a mentor or coach to actually help me out, you have to go to the link and pay by hour. Right? You actually need to pay by the hour for extra mentorship. And when I opened the training for this business that day, I was like not only in tear of gratitude and joy, I got a phone call from mentors, not just mentor, like mentors asking me, so you just open your training, please let me know if you need any support. And they even follow up with me. And then when I'm lost, I shoot them a message. They quickly open a Zoom and then saying, okay, this is what's happening. Let's figure this out together. And right there, I have never been so abundant with support like from that day. And like whereas before I was always lost, I was all by myself, I was alone. And then when you hide in your room and it's dark, it's at night, like your whole world crashed. But this one, I feel that I'm like, oh my god, this is like I'm surrounded by all the support. Like everyone literally have the heart to actually help me to succeed, which is amazing. So even today, 3 years later, I was just chatting with my mentor too before we hop on. Just we became really good friends, and we strategized about like when we hit 5 figure, how do we go up to six? When we hit six, how do we go up to seven? As well as we have masterminds that teach you like how people are getting that crazy high figures, and then how like their strategy in details every week. And the training is constantly updated. I was never asked that I need to pay extra time for my training or for the training that's being updated. I'm blessed.
I actually I can totally relate to Amy, and because as I said before, I'm a man of many hats. I paid for a lot of courses as well, up to 5 figures if I calculate everything all together. And most of the time, after the course, you want further support from the trainers. They will recommend you to go to their mentorship program. And how much is the mentorship? Most probably from 5 to 6 figure. I know Tony Robbins, you want him to mentor you personally, 6 to 7 figure, which is too huge amount for us to pay. So the good thing about this digital business is they provide you lifetime mentors to guide you and 24/7. Why 24/7? Because this is a global family. If your direct mentors are not free or have cooperate with some other things, you got people from other country, other time zone to help you too at any time of any point of time. So this business is very very good. Whatever that I paid in the past do not have this kind of support. So
It is crazy.
yeah, it's very crazy. So Amy, what's the biggest result or change that you achieved since you started this digital business?
Financially, we start off with living in someone else's house, and now we own our place, and we own like two cars. Like my husband, like we're not worried to like as before. Like, oh my god, where's the money comes from, right? And that's just the financial part. In personally, I think I'm a much happier person with more confidence in myself. I was a mom who is like always mad, always sad, always angry, always lost about everything. When my kids get something wrong going on, I will panic and then I'll be like, oh my God, please someone help me. And because of going through stage like this, when you have amazing support and that one person, or actually in here a huge team of people who have the full belief and full trust in you, knowing that you can do it, that changed everything. That changed my personality, that I'm not shy as before. I'm very confident in a lot of things. And if you ask me to actually take on new advantage, oh my God, what's that? A new adventure. I'll be saying, okay, let's go. Whereas before, I'm like, okay, do I have the budget for that? Do I have the time for that? Do I need to actually ask my boss for the time for it? And then is it okay if I have kids with me, right? Right now, no, I could actually say yes to things. Other than the COVID that's happening, like you are restricted to like it's harder to travel, but then it'd be so fun. Like I'm excited to wait for this whole thing to be over. But yeah, and then happiness come from the aspect like we all drink the same water, we all eat the same food, and we all spend the time with our loved one, but the quality of the time that you spend on these things is so different when you are not worried about bills, when you are not worried about the next meeting tomorrow, when you are not worried about you need to call your client the next day, and you are not worried about, oh my god, my boss is gonna call me in 2 minutes after I feed my kid, right? When those worry in the future and the past is now no longer there, you are just there and then really enjoy the moment that you could be like as now I'm talking to you. I really enjoy it. It's really good to see you. And then when I'm with my kids, I'm really enjoying it. I spend the whole afternoon playing video game, but he won, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, this community is not just about maybe one or two people achieving results. Daily, I can see a lot of people who used to struggle in life, but now, after because of this opportunity, they create some result for themselves, which they can have more time for their family, they can solve their financial issue. This is real stories, which we don't get to see when we go 8 to 5 job or normal traditional business because we don't have this kind of community. So, and this community is so positive, and with all the trainings, not just digital marketing training, there's also motivational training, which we will require to help us in this business. That's why you will have mentality change, behavioral change, a lot of change when you join this community. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Amy, how do you push through your worst time?
If I was doing this alone or any business alone, it would be hard because a lot of the time you are just in your head, right? A lot of things when things happen, you are just in your head. But now I know I have mentor to reach out to. Not only mentor, I have a huge amount of friends that in this community who I could reach out to. And then the thing is, like, I show up for my business. So if I don't show up, I get like 10,000 messages saying that, Amy, are you okay? Right? And then so I still remember the time. The worst time was when I just found this business. I was going through the training. My life is a mess. I needed time to go through my training. My kids were sad, and I have to kind of hide away a bit when I'm working on my training. That was the worst time. But you know what? My mentor came to me, and then they were saying, "Let me take your kids to the park so you could have a good 2 hours to work on your business." And that was something that changed.
Yes,
And
definitely.
like I never imagined that someone would do that for me without like asking for any money or anything in return. And in the end, my kids came home happy with new toys. They went to the park, right? So yeah, and we are blessed.
Yes. So in life, if you want to succeed and you want to push through your worst time, you definitely need to have mentors and positive communities, which is lacking because not every community will have positive people. Not any community will have mentors to guide you.
Yes.
And like this one, someone give you free lifetime. He will guide you forever in this journey. So, what is the one thing you like about this digital business?
Oh my god, that would be everything. First, the money. Truly, the money. I could. Like, my husband is not working. He's still looking for something that he wants to do, and we don't need to rush it because he could actually take his time and then decide what's the best industry that he wants to get into. As well as I'm not worried if we eat out often, because I don't like to cook, just so you know. So I'm happy with that. And then also I think, again, the community, it's incredible. I could literally be able to travel to anywhere in the world and meeting people from this community, and then go out and have coffee, or they could take me to like the newest attraction that I don't want to miss. And so that's the second thing. And the third thing is that I could see my future. I could see that the fact, if my parents gets older, I could just hop on the flight and go back to Taiwan and be there with them without starting anything from scratch. Right? I could see myself, if my husband landed a job in Toronto tomorrow, I could say, okay, let's fly there, and then not worry about something like. And then I'll be happy that if he actually could find his passion, like he has that time and freedom and flexibility to do something that is in his interest. Yeah.
Definitely, because this digital business provide a lot of opportunities for you to
Mhm.
open to whatever goals you want. You want to have time freedom, you can work for it. You want to financial freedom, you can work for it. You want to have a platform that you can learn and grow, you also can work for it. You know, so this is a very good community with a diverse opportunity that you can work for.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are your success habits?
Okay, that's kind of my daily habit. So I'm pretty lazy, to be honest. I get up around 7:30 because my kids have school. So I'll get up, I pack their lunch, I pack them, and bring them to school. I'll come home, either I fall back to sleep or I do my meditation. So I think meditation is really good and important for me. And then I do a bit of exercise. I drink my green juice, like organic green juice, if you want to keep healthy and like living, right? And then I would check in my business a bit for half hour to an hour. I go to my lunch, then clean up, and before and it's 2 already, and I'll head out to actually pick up my kids. I'll spend like 1 or 2 hours in the park with them instead of bring them just right home, unless it's raining. And I think spending time with the important things in your life is so critical to your success that you cannot imagine. Because every day, sorry, my kids is here. He has guests, like he has neighbor came over. So I spending time on things that matters to you, such as me needing time with the kids, me needing time with my husband, and that takes care of you, that takes care of them. And then when every need is taken care of, you really literally needed that an hour or 2 hours to focus on your business, and you get things done. And so for me, for myself, meditation. For my kids, I spend time in the park. For my husband, we chat at around like either in the morning or at nighttime. And so we have a good workflow going. Like he's usually on his own thing, and then video games too. But we make sure that we get in touch with each other and really align with yourself daily. Then
Correct.
yeah.
Because all successful people have success habits. So in order for us to be as successful as them, we need to inculcate this kind of successful habits also. So if you're
Mhm.
not sure how, we got lots of mentors here to guide you on how to inculcate this kind of habits.
Mhm.
So what are the one important takeaway you can share to the audience?
Well, going back to the habit, and then because habit comes hard. It's actually hard. It's hard for me to actually go out and exercise. I think it's the heart where I think both me and you have this heart of really helping people to succeed, and that's what it takes to build a healthy habit. That's what it takes to actually build a strong business. That's what it takes to either get support or support others. So I want my kids to be happy, my husband to be happy. I want my business to thrive. I want everyone who saw the business to win. And so be okay for myself. For me to be okay, it's so important to run my day that way. And so for everyone who is there watching, I think dream bigger is so far away when you couldn't touch it, right? When you have that dream of traveling, when you have that dream of, okay, I want to take my kids to Disney for once a year, every year, and then it's always a dream. It's always something like, in the future, mom is gonna do this. In the future, dad is gonna do this. But then when you have a way to do it, you want to dig deep. Like, you want to really know how they do it, and then finding out when when you see people who's like Dave, so passionate about other people. I just want to bring one thing up. Like, Dave has only been in the community for what? How long?
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months, and he already helped so many people succeed in the business. That is crazy. Like, I don't know where we found this guy. He's like golden. And not only that, like he just has the heart to help people. That's why he's bringing so much information to everyone. That's why he's inviting people to share our journey. That's why he's actually helping people and then sharing valuable information of how people could succeed like you and me. And to be able to just take that is the first step to succeed. That be able to just say, "Hey, Dave, thank you for all that you shared, and how can I do it?" So ask, ask the question, then you should receive.
So actually, one of my core values is to help more people because in this world, a lot of people are lacking of opportunities and ways to get out of their maybe financial issue or family issue. A lot because they do not like us so fortunate. We have the money to go for courses. We can come in touch with so many opportunities because money is just an idea. So if you lack of money, means you lack of ideas.
Yes,
So in order to generate more ideas, you need to upgrade yourself.
yes,
But there are people who not have the financial to do that. So in order to help them, you can cut short their road to success by identifying the correct platform and business model for them
yeah.
so
I
that they
think
don't waste the money to go to try other things.
yes, I think the intention of how things started is so important. I don't know if any one of your guests ever share this. The founder of the business, the intention when they started this business, oh my god, is that did you hear my kids?
Yes.
Sorry, they're like singing. So the intention of the founder who started this business was that they are tired and sick of people just circling in the 9 to 5 and got tired, and then in that rat race, right, and then ending up with a pension that they couldn't even fulfill their dreams. And most people don't realize that until they hit the time that they are on their retirement. And so they found that, okay, how do I build a business? So on day one of their business, they could actually start building their business instead of going through endless training and pay endless tuition before they could start anything. And then how can regular people like us, we might not have much. Like, if you think about huge companies, they need a lot of startup cost, right? And that is a crazy amount of budget to start with, and most people don't have that. So how do we, like the regular people, the everyday people, could have a chance to succeed online, to create, oh my gosh, create like a huge abundance in your life and get out of that rat race? So how do we make this platform to be able to fit everyone's schedule? So people who are 9 to 5 or full-time mom like me could use pockets of time to run the business and be able to, like, either say goodbye to your job, or like for me, like making our house came true, right? And that's so the intention was so important. There's a lot of business out there. The intention was to get more tuition. The intention was to build a good product that could actually control the world. I don't know, but for this business, I love the intention. That's something I found out after I got into business for after like 6 or 8 months, and I was just again in flesh and tears.
Yeah, definitely. Blessed to know of this opportunity and we can start on it. So we have a lot of audience here. We have Manco, Maritus, Rachel, Stella, Hui Shan, and Maybelline, Pansy, Sally. Hi, all everyone. Great that you are here for the interview. And that's the end of today's interview. I will see you live tomorrow, same timing, for another topic. Okay. We are very blessed and very honored to have Amy in this interview. Let's give her another applause. Okay,
Thank you.
so we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.